How you doing, YouTube? Now with Massive Beer Reviews, back with another review. A little bit of fucking Allagash time up in this piece in the form of their MAP 40, which is a coffee forward Belgian style Imperial Stout. Yeah. Well, they say Stout, not Imperial. It's 7.5, so kind of borderline there, but you get the point. I have not had any of the MAP series. I've seen these on Allagash's social media. We do not get Allagash by me. You're getting it where I'm moving, but I don't really see it all that often. But I was lucky enough to be popping through Binghamton after doing some beer reviews. Stopped in a little beer shop that I like out there called Sam Beer Man. And they had this on the shelf, and I immediately ganked it. And I am going to review it. So here we go. As far as what it says on here, it says Allagash MAP 40. It's a Belgian style stout with cold brew coffee from Speckled Axe. It's 7.5% alcohol by volume. On the side here, it says chocolate and coffee. Notes adjoined with hints of raisin and light nuttiness. MAP 40 is a rich, creamy Belgian style stout that is blended with cold brewed coffee from Speckled Axe. It is bottled on January 11th. 2018. Today is February 21st, so a bit over a month old, and says we brew our beer at our single brewery in Portland, Maine, like we have since 1995. And that'd be that. I always like Allagash's labels, so there you go. Let's dive into this sucker. So a Belgian style stout. So you're talking about a stout, probably not overly sweet, a bit more kind of yeast driven, bit drier with a bit of cold pressed coffee, so it might come off a little bit sweeter because of that cold pressed coffee. I'm kind of curious to see how this one turns out. Half a pinky finger, almost a full pinky finger. Let's go that way. Of a kind of rocky head, dissipating relatively quickly, and you know what? She looks like a stout. Usually, I expect a bit more of a fluffier head with Belgian style stout, but this works. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. That smells fucking fantastic. The coffee is coming off absolutely beautiful. There is a little bitterness there. It might be coming from the bittering of the malt. But the coffee itself has a bittering, but not like an astringent bittering. It's more kind of a non-aggressive, which is what you're going to get with your cold pressed coffee. Usually you get no bittering, but here it's like a bittering that's not super aggressive. Again, like I said, it could be a combination of the malt and the coffee itself. It's just a rich, dark, creamy kind of coffee. A bit of touch of kind of mocha vibes to it. And yeah, she smells fucking delicious. Let's dive in, see what she's got. Cheers. That's super chuggable. Super drinkable. Smaller than where I'd like it to land for a 7.5 coffee stout. I get a little bit, just a touch of that metallic astringency sometimes when I get from those kind of sub 8% kind of darker beers, but it's very easy to overlook. That's how small it is for me. The coffee comes off nice. There's a roast to it. It's a combination of the malt. If it's cold pressed, it's a combination of the roast and the malt with that kind of cold pressed coffee, and it just kind of melds together and becomes one, and that's a pretty cool thing. But it's a little bit muted, a little bit thinner, a little bit tinier than where I like it to sit. Still tasty, still chuggable. I just wish this was 5.5%. Because that's kind of where I want this flavor profile to land. If you're going to give me 7.5, I want a little bit more heft, nothing too crazy. But, I mean, we're kind of nitpicking here. It's a tasty beer. It's a delicious beer. It definitely gives you an ample amount of coffee. So if you're a coffee head, it's going to work for you. At the same time, it is kind of a Belgian stout. Sure, usually it's a little bit more robust than this, but it kind of lands in that kind of weird land. It's like, for me, Belgian stouts are somewhere in a Bermuda Triangle between an Imperial Porter, an export stout, and a regular stout. That's kind of where Belgian stouts land for me. And this one lands in that kind of area. I just need a touch more from it, from all points, for it to make sense for me at its ABV. If this was 5.5%, I'd be going bonkers for it. Let's put it that way. But it is 7.5. So there you go. Nice, well made. Minus that, I'm getting to the point where I think that little bit metallic astringency is my flaw, not a beer's flaw. So anytime you watch my reviews, take that with a grain of salt, because it is Allagash, and they know what the fuck they're doing. They make really amazing beers, not well done beers, amazing beers. So it's tasty, it's nice. It doesn't blow me away, but at the same time, I just want to keep drinking it. I just want to keep drinking it as if it was a lower ABV beer. Let's put it that way. There you go. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better coffee stouts I've had as of late? No. But it's tasty, so I dig it. Value and availability, I think it was $13 for a 4-pack. That's not too shabby. It's Allagash. If you see Allagash, chances are you will see it and leave you with, if you like what you like this. If you like your stouts dry, kind of creamy, fluffy export style, and you want a little bit of coffee in your life, a bit more coffee than you typically get from a base stout, this is going to fit the bill perfectly, because that's exactly what you're getting here. So if those are your kind of jams of beers and you want a little bit more coffee, have at it, because this delivers in spades. So there you go. You want to talk about it? Down there. Want to reach out to me on social media, Massive Beers. You want to see what I do on the podcasting side of things, Beer Massive. Type all that stuff into the Googs and find me elsewhere. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.